down the hammer and pick up the pencil. You're about to listen to The Savvy Radio Show. Learn from real-life real estate investors, experience revealed with the Savvy Landlord as your host.
Hey, you tuned in to The Savvy what? To The Savvy Radio Show, and I'm excited. I'm juicy because I'm making progress in what? Not business, but life. Trying to define what am I trying to do, where am I trying to go, and how can it be better? And the interesting thing is you just never know when something's going to bump you on the head or someone's going to elbow you on the side and tell you something that you need to know. Okay, so I was hanging at the office. A friend came in and she's like, yo, I went to this seminar and this guy was amazing. He did a presentation on systems. Oh, I said systems. I haven't heard anyone else speak on systems before. Like, that's my deal. That's how you could scale. That's how you can grow. People want to, how do you make more? How do you do more? Well, you have to have a system. Just look at McDonald's, right? They serve billions of people a day, maybe even an hour by now. It's all because of systems. And so she said, I went to this seminar, and I think the seminar was free. What? Yep, free. Not on top of that seminar, they gave her the handout of what the slides were. And I was like, who is this? Who did this seminar? I'm all amped up. I'm like, yeah, who is it? She's like, it was this dude named Martin. Martin Neal. Anneal. He's a business coach. Oh, I'm a coach, or try to be. And I mean, right then, I went through these slides. And I just called the dude. Hey, my name is VanCauwenbergh. I would like to have you on the radio something show. The dude was amped up. He said, absolutely, I would be honored. Didn't even know who I was. I was like, man, how many people do you know in your world that have the same kind of tenacity or the motivation or even just the positivity? These are the people you need to be hanging out with. And again, this is just some random thing. Some random person comes into the office with these slides. So I take these slides home. I said, can I borrow? I took a picture of the slide, the back, this dude's name, called him. This week, I'm going to interview the dude. And I was like, well, let me take his material. He was on top. He was on point. He's like, on my website, I got 88 articles. And I was like, hey, why don't you come speak for me at the landlord lunch? Absolutely. He's like, pick a subject. I got 88 articles, and each article is something I could speak on. I was like, dang, where's this guy from? Oklahoma City? I was like, okay. So I took the slides. I went to this dude's website. You need to go there too, www.annealbc.com. ANNEALBC.com. So anyway, I'm like, dude, I got to have you on the show. I went to his website, like I said. I read some articles. I was pretty impressed. I took these slides home, and I'm going through these slides, and no one's even told me or taught me these slides. And I saw these slides, and I was like, man, this is on point. I'm like, I'm going to do a podcast on these slides, not here in the class, so I can bring it to the Savvy Radio Show, and then we're going to have the dude on. I'm like, I'm going to do something I've never done before. I'm going to teach a subject that I haven't practiced. I'm going to tell you what's going to go through my mind, and then we're going to have the dude on the radio show. And here's the deal, man. You've got to learn from other people's. Other people, not people's. Come on. You've got to go to seminars, and when people advise a book, go get it and read it. I don't know. I'm trying to think about doing a podcast on this pretty soon, but man, I was in severe back pain back in Memorial Weekend. Couldn't get out, man. I was so humble. My wife had to put my underwear on. Let me tell you how uncomfortable that is. And someone recommended a book. I read it, changed my life. So when someone recommends somebody, go do it. Check it out. And so I'm recommending this dude. I haven't even met him. Hopefully he comes through. But he had these slides on these pages, and I'm going to rock through them real fast, and hopefully it motivates you in your world of business. It says the fundamentals of successful business. Again, this is my man, Martin. I don't know him. I'm about to get to know him this week. You're about to get to know him this week. His name is Martin Neal, Anneal. And his website's ANNEALBC. His phone number, 405-641-1928. He's a business coach. Let him know that VanCauwenbergh sent you. Okay, the fundamentals of a successful business. Woo, you got to think of it as a business. Check this out. SBA stats. 30.2 million small businesses exist, I guess. Now, remember, this information I'm about to drop off on you may not be 100% accurate. I'm just making these up from the slides. That's how powerful these are to me. Number 2, 4% reach 1 million in sales. So 30 million businesses and only 4% of those reach 1 million in sales. Fascinating. Only 15% of them have employees. Have an employee. Wow. Owners trading time for money. Question for you. Are you building a business? Are you building a job? Ooh, that's why I got juicy. Are you building a business? Are you building a job? What are you doing? You property manager? Come on, number 4, page 4. He goes, here's some other key questions. I just love questions. He goes, what does your company look like in 3 years? How do your employees know what you do? 3, why would the best people want to work for you? Man, that broke me. I help a lot of business. I'm honored to be a business coach for other people in other parts of the country. And I'm like, I always think, why would people work for you? Is it your personality? Is it your product? Is it the service that you're providing? Who's your target market? Number 4. Number 5, what do they care most about your business? 6, why should they buy from you? 7, how long could you leave town? And this is from Rich Dad Poor Dad. If you could leave town, how long can you leave town without your business relying on you? Man, I love that when I read that Kiyosaki stuff. He's like, if you found freedom is that you could leave your business for a month and come back and it's making more than before you left. Ooh. Number 8, how much do you have to sell to break even? Of course, you got to quantify. And number 9, how do you know if you're making money? I'm telling you, I know a lot of people that just working. They think they're making money, but they're paying some kind of debt, taxes, something else. Someone else is making money but you think you're a business owner. Ooh, I'm gonna have to go back to the Kiyosaki cash flow quadrant and really get tuned up. Anyway, the goal: remember, this is your goal. This should be, if you're a business owner, create a highly profitable business that works for you. And so now my friend gave me a little premise to this. She's like, there's the 4 disciplines of business. Ooh, come on. I know that. I don't know anybody else that's not amped up like I am. I mean, it's on the weekend on a Sunday, and I'm in here in my closet trying to do a podcast. I don't know why. I'm not getting paid, but I'm telling you, I'm motivated by this material. The 4 disciplines of business: guidance, customers, production, and administration. Let's say it again, slow. Guidance, customers, production, and administration. So the first discipline is guidance. Yogi Berra says, if you don't know where you're going, you'll wind up somewhere else. So true. Like I said, I spoke to some youth the other day, and if you're not working your dream, you're working someone else's dream. If you don't have a goal, you're working someone else's goal. Guidance. Within guidance, you have leadership, organization, responsibility, delegation, vision, culture, goals, awareness, planning, accountability, incentives, and team. That's what you have to guide. On your vision, can you tell us, you, business owner, entrepreneur, real estate investor, maybe this could be the market you're in, niche, can you tell us where you want to be in 3 years specifically? Do the people in your world, your partners, do they agree where you want to be? What a great conversation. What a great conversation. Does your team know? Man, I think I've struggled with this whole time that I've been some savvy business person. Does my team know where I want to go? Maybe one of my team members does, but does my whole team? Do I have a vision put up for everybody? What does your family think of this? Do your customers care? Wow, great questions. Come on, Martin. Great questions. Is anyone holding you accountable? Bam. Bam. That's why you need a coach. Boom. If you don't know where you're going, you'll wind up somewhere else. Visions are hard. Visions are worth it. Visions are focus. Visions provide aligned purpose. Visions provide an aligned direction. Let me tell you something personally. I've been struggling. I've had a couple of coaches in my life. I've been without one for a little while. I mean, probably several years. And I got back into coaching, and I've been helping some people, and I've been praying for a coach, and I got a hold of a coach, and it just worked out. It was this lady. She's on fire, and she just got me. She just crushed me so much on so many levels. And I mean, I probably will do a podcast on it just so I could help you. It just crushed me. And then one of the things is that my vision or my goals are not lined up with my vision. They're not in the same arena. They're not even on the same plan. And in this, what I am right now, this is why this is so juicy for me, is because I'm trying to align my goals to my vision. It's just so simple to say, hey, you got a goal, but does it align with your vision? Your personal vision for your business, where's that at? What do you really want out of life? Well, he says, what do you really want? A company run by a competent manager? That is not me. Cash reserve, budget run company, a system ran company, an engaging team that loves to learn, offers helpful ideas, likes each other. Does it exist? Goes the extra mile? Do you have that? Vision task. What is the idea that would result from achieving your purpose? List the things that would make your life wonderful. I work with this exercise. Walk me through a day. Like, what would a day be like for you? Wake up at what time? What would be the first thing that you do? Walk through that day, and how could you create that day in your world? He has something big on here that I've seen in young people and in adults alike, and myself too. Beware of self-limiting beliefs. That was the one thing that my coach just broke off on me hard. Why do you think you can't charge more? Why do you think you can't do those things? Because I have a self-limiting belief. Ooh, she got me too. What would inspire you? Is it your team? Your partners? Your customers? What motivates you? What gets you up? What's in your vision that gets you going? Key vision concepts, big picture vision, an idea that will never be fully realized. What would the world look like if you accomplish it? When you accomplish it is what he has on here. Not if, when. Your personal vision. What do you really want? Does it align with your big picture vision? Aligned vision with your partners, your customers, your team, your family. The vision provides direction for you. It's what I'm doing and leading. What am I doing and what am I leaning towards our vision? Imagine you won an award. Who would award it and what for? Come on. Marinate with me. I know this is deep. I don't know where you're at. Hopefully you get some nuggets out here. Hey, give my man Martin some love. I'm bringing him on the radio because he's got it. It was just exciting just to call him that. It was just exciting to call someone that was motivated. I'm reading the Fake book right now from Kiyosaki, and it's daunting. I wouldn't say it's negative, man, but it's putting a lot of things in perspective. Where we're going as a society, where we're going in the future, the pension, the Social Security gets drab, it gets bummed. When you get to people that are motivated, man, your life could just turn a corner that can make a difference. The second discipline, when you're fishing for buyers as when you're fishing for bass, one should not reveal the hook. Interesting. Customers. So this is the other discipline. Customers. Sales, leads, headlines, referrals, marketing, advertising, USP, unique selling position, conversion, retention, closing, engaging. And one thing you need to do is upsell. Upsell your service. They already believe in who you are. Sell them another product. Sell them another service. I loved working at the DJ business. I learned this the hard way. We would get their service. and I would leave so much money on the table. And then I realized this thing called uplighting, and then we could add it on. They already have the checkbook out. They already believe in you and your service. You just need to ask, would you like to add uplights to that? It would really make your evening ambiance the best. Upsell. Maybe even a recurring business. For example, if you own a window cleaning service, would you like to have this quarterly, yearly, bi-yearly? We'd love to set you up with a program. If you sign up on the program, it's a discount. You're creating extra revenue and not reselling another customer. You've created a lifelong customer. Unique selling position. Do you compete on price? Who's your target market? Why do customers buy from you? Do your competitors set your price? Are you leading? No, that's me. The reason other than price to choose over the competition. Points of differences. Competitors, what do they do well? And what do they do poorly? And what do they guarantee? In your industry, how has it changed? How will it change? What's the perceived standards? This is interesting because, I've been DJing since 1992, right when I got out of high school. And, it has evolved. When I used to mail stuff to people. You don't mail. You used to call people. You don't call people. You text people. Right? The industry has evolved. What industry, I see this in real estate. I see Zillow trying to take over. What's happening in the industry? Where is it changing? Is there standards changing? Idea. What can we do? What can we not do now? What would make us to be the leader in your industry? Oh, you're those guys. Interesting. I'm just reading this from the slides. Customer frustrations with finding products or service, with buying product or service. What's their frustrations with using your product or service? What frustrations do customers have when you're trying to buy a house? Sending them a contract. I know that a lot of real estate investors, they mail them a contract. And then they were expecting them to sign it or print it out and then take a picture and send it back. Is it frustrating? How about paying their rent? Is it frustrating? Do they have to drive across town? Is it frustrating for them to find you? How do they know about you? Customers' thoughts. Are you the best? Are you the worst? Are you using technology? Like enterprise rental cars? They come pick you up, service. Okay, customer tasks. Identify the pain or pleasure of your customers, and do this in any business. What can you solve for them? Identify their pain or pleasure for your customers. Drill past the cliches and write down your unique selling position. Here's your key customer concepts. Never compete on price. If you're going to compete on price, you've already lost. Ooh, these are just textbook college business classes right here. Never compete on price. Customers need a reason. Without a compelling reason, customers always default to the price. Dude, you've got to sell the benefits. I was a friend of mine, Al Williamson. I was showing him the Savvy banner. We're doing the Savvy boot camp. He's like, man, don't tell them it's going to be hard work. Tell them it's the solution if they come to it. Ooh, made huge perspective in my world. WIIFM. You may not know this, or you may know this. I didn't know this until I just read this. It says, what's in it for me? Think on benefits for them. Always express from the customer's point of view. I think that's success in sales in general. How are they perceiving you? Are you overbearing? I remember I couldn't get it. In high school, dating was awkward, right? When I got to college, it was like murder hard. And I realized I was too loud, and I was big and large, and I was intimidating. When you're big and large, you don't think like that. But that's how people perceive you. How are people perceiving your business, your service? You as a wholesaler, you as a buyer, a realtor, how are they receiving you? Are you a master in one area? No cliches allowed. Quality, service, integrity, satisfaction, trust, best. These are invisible words in marketing. Don't even say them. Claim it. Put it everywhere on your website if you're really going to deliver them. All right, so that was 20 minutes, and that was just the first disciplines. Maybe tomorrow I'll rock it for you, or I don't want to get the cat out of the bag too bad before Martin comes and checks us out. Anyway, if you like this episode, let me know if you want more business development or growth. Maybe I can have Martin on more often. We're just already going over Martin's content before we even got on the radio show. Hey, this is your boy, Steve VanCauwenbergh. You tuned in to the Savvy Radio Show. And it's something I haven't said in a long time. And I was hanging out with somebody at the softball field the other day, and they were just blown away about making money. They didn't understand real estate, or they just worked a job. And I was like, you got to buy assets. I used to say that all the time on the radio show. Go buy assets. Make money and go buy assets and bless somebody else.
Thanks for listening to the Savvy Radio Show. Glide online and listen to our other motivating episodes at savvyradioshow.com. Connect on Twitter at LandlordBook and always be buying assets.